Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and this is going to be, I guess, the fourth Ghostbusters film, man. I would say this is going to be this is the fifth, right?
The fifth, but it's the fourth of the original.
Fourth in the original chronology, though. So, in this film, the Spengler family returns to the iconic New York City firehouse where the original Ghostbusters have taken ghostbusting to the next level. When the discovery of an ancient artifact unleashes an evil force, Ghostbusters, new and old, must reunite to protect their home and save the world from a second ice age. And this is directed by Gil Keenan. And, we get our usual suspects back. Most of the people coming back from the first film. Kenna Grace, Phoebe. I would probably put her as our main character in this. We also get Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd. I think Ivan Reitman has an appearance in this. Paul Rudd playing her father. Finn Wolfhard plays Trevor. You know him from Stranger Things. Ernie Hudson. Logan Kim, who plays the Kid Podcast. And Carrie Coon plays Callie, who's Phoebe's mom in this thing. Celeste O'Connor, also Phoebe's castmate. She's also one of the auxiliary Ghostbusters here. And Annie Potts as well, man. Potts back up. But, yeah, man, we got a lot of people.
Jamil Nanjiani and...
I forgot he's in this too. Yeah. I mean, for me, for the most part, I think this film is okay. It's passable. I think I like Afterlife a little bit more than this. It gives you more Ghostbusters, man, and more nostalgia, which is probably going to be my only knock on this, man, because I feel like if they want this thing to really take off, they've got to really limit how far they keep going back to the old guys. I mean, it's cool to see them sometimes, but then it's like, all right, why are we got these guys in the suit again, man? And it makes me wonder, there's little things like our guys can't do research by themselves. Why do we got to keep, going back and it's sneaky ways that they're using to pull these guys back in. Winston's role actually makes a lot more sense than pulling in the other guys just because you need another guy to hold the proton packs when we've got plenty of Ghostbusters on this new team. It's kind of weird, man, at times. I also think I'm having an issue with the villains in this, man. I can't tell you that guy's name without looking it up. I feel like you got to get a little bit more creative in that part. But, if you just want to see a good popcorn film, I think this thing holds up, I don't think it's as good as Afterlife, but it just does enough to keep this thing going. And now I'm wondering, where this thing is going to go in the future, because I think McKenna Grace is really good here, man. There's a cool thing that's going on with her and one of the ghosts that I really haven't seen in any of the other films. I thought that was a cool interaction, the way that played out. But then by the time we get to the end, it kind of loses its steam for me, and we're just kind of, it just gets a little predictable, with the finish.
I really like this film. I'm glad they're going in this direction instead of covering old ground. I'm glad that they're including, I feel different than you. I'm glad that they're including Dan Aykroyd's Ray and Venkman into what Winston has set up, because if nobody's seen the post-credit on Afterlife, Winston Zettmore ended up becoming rich, businessman and stuff. So he invests in the Ghostbusters, and I'm kind of glad, and I'm kind of glad that they are kind of expanding that world, because it's just more than the people in the firehouse. You have researchers outside of the firehouse that are dealing with ghosts, So that kind of makes it. That kind of grows that world a little bit instead of it just being limited to those four characters. And I'm glad that they're kind of slowly, they're still incorporating the original Ghostbusters in this. It kind of puts me in the mind of, and the villain in this just puts me in the mind of one of the, Ghostbuster animated series, real Ghostbusters episodes. It wasn't really, the city's in danger, but it wasn't as big of a threat that we had in the in the original film, and in the other films. But I just thought this was people say about world building. I thought this was real nice world building in this universe, and I kind of can't wait to see what they do next.